Hey everybody, welcome back to Dome Keeper. Guess what? The Assessor is finally here. Tomorrow, technically, as of when this video is uploaded, thanks to the developer who reached out on Discord, says, hey, we shortlisted you to get early access to try out the Assessor, and holy moly did I fire this up as fast as I possibly could. I've done a couple of runs, not successfully. The Assessor is weird. It's an unconventional miner who employs experimental gravity technology, and this will totally change the way that you play the game. We will stick with, should we do repellent? They also changed some of the orchard, actually. They made some changes. They buffed the seed and stuff, so we'll go into this. They also, as you can hear, added a new soundtrack. It changed some of the songs and stuff. It's like a whole new game, you guys. It's a whole new game. Let's proceed. We're gonna go brutal small map size for right now, just to experiment with the Assessor, okay? I'll try and explain it as best as I possibly can. I don't think the intro cinematic has changed at all. Kenny still dies. Spoiler. Goodbye. Okay, so how does this work? Well, you've got these orbs that rotate around your body, and you can do manual mining like you could before, but this is not the way to be doing this. What you want to be doing is shooting these balls. Think Brick Breaker from BlackBerry phones in the 90s, maybe 2000s. Don't know. Might be dating myself. Either way, this is what it reminds me of, okay? So then what? Then you cast this weird orb around you to gather these, and they kind of follow you around. If you get to like 5, it goes really slow, similar to the previous keeper, and then you come over and you start launching them away. That's right, you launch them. So how does this change things? Well, I mean, if it's not obvious already, your entire mining pattern is completely different now. Your efficiencies that you worked on previously for hundreds of runs, well, those are gone because you now have to relearn everything. Even this mechanic right here where we're shooting balls up individually like that, that's gonna be changing in a second when we get some upgrades, but unfortunately, I haven't found enough iron. Oh, here we go, here we go. You're also gonna be able to get some better control over those with certain upgrades that we'll take a look at in a second. Okay. Let's wait until I have enough resources to actually do an upgrade, so that'll come in a second here. Now, you can have up to 2 of these orbs going at any time pre-upgrade, and what I like to kind of do is use one to mine maybe up and down, and then use one of these, like I just did manually, to mine deeper so that I can get some additional things going. But right now, here, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna slow down pretty considerably, right? So yeah, this is insanely slow, not something you wanna be doing, but I think the idea is that you want to be kind of mining out your paths, or maybe a whole bunch of paths. Just have a big open section so you can kind of launch this stuff and then go and catch it. We're gonna have a little bit more control over these in a sec. That was not very efficient. Let's see. Let's do something like this manually. And then I'll fire this off. That was not what I wanted, but I started panicking because the wave is here, and I'd also like to make it like a couple of waves before we die horribly. They've also added a new flyer enemy. There's some new enemy styles that you'll see. So let's take a look here. I've got 8 iron, 3 water. 2 things that I'll point out quickly. Cycle counter and inventory are both water upgrades now. I honestly can't explain the logic behind it because I feel like people don't get these anyways. So to require a more rare resource seems like a weird choice, but I mean, that's what the choice is right now. So we'll see if that has an impact. Speaking of impact recuperation has been changed and works. It works. It worked before, probably, but not the way that I would want it to. So now this actually works where if you take 400 HP, it's going to repair 150 during the battle, fighting against damage that's incoming. You can see the meter trying to move up as it's happening. And then when you go to Impact Recuperation 2, it activates when you take 500 damage, but does more than double the repair. So pretty nice upgrades there, actually. In terms of the actual keeper, the Assessor has movement speed. So 110, 160, 220. This doesn't seem to have a big impact on how many orbs you can carry in your gravitational force, though. You have to rely on shooting your stuff around and catching it. Next up, you have kinetic sphere damage. This is how much damage your spheres do to the rocks. It also improves your rotational mining damage. That's when you're manually drilling out a block. And then at the high end here, it splits, so you can keep getting damage. And you can do a transcendence thing where sphere damage transcends rock hardness 20%. Basically, it means, the way I interpret this, every time it hits a rock, it does 20% of that rock's health in damage. So 5 hits on any rock, no matter how deep, means you break it, which I think is cool. A cool way of doing something at the high end of the tree. Bundle shot. So we're probably going to grab this first. This is going to make it so that we gather all of our minerals and we shoot it in one bundle so we can more easily shoot it through our caverns and back up to our base. Next upgrade there will increase the lifetime of the bundle. So right now you can bundle things up and then leave it and come back to it, but it will eventually fall apart and that can just fall really far down. You don't want that. So increasing the lifetime by, 50,000% means that the bundle will stay and you can come back to it later. Haven't gotten to try this, but gravity center means shot bundles will stay right under the dome instead of flying past the central axis. I don't know what the advantage of this is, because if I'm shooting it into my dome, I kind of just want it there, but maybe once I unlock it, there'll be things that kind of come to light as to why I would want it to operate that way. Here we've got a sphere reflection, so I can bounce spheres off of me, giving them additional lifetime, additional speed on reflections. And then you can just boost those as you improve this. And then this will actually do a big damage buff on bouncing spheres. Superior reflection lasts a lot longer and gives it a lot of speed. And then you can give it up to 800% damage on bounces, which is kind of crazy. This gives you a little bit more control, but you have to be on the ball. You got to be focused on bouncing these things back and forth. Kinetic sphere lifetime just means that they can bounce for longer. Here you can split incoming spheres, which is kind of interesting. So something to keep in mind. This is an either or choice, by the way. So we'll see if we can experiment with that. Down here you have sphere supply. So you get 3 spheres and they take 10 seconds to reload. And here you can get 4 spheres that take 9 seconds to reload. So you just be bouncing spheres all over the place, which is probably the avenue that I'll go here. And then you've got improved rotational mining by 5% to your manual drilling. Let's get the bundle here, and then let's take the seed, and let's do something like this. I'll mine in just a bit here manually. You also move very slowly when you do this, so it's probably better to release and then move down. And what I'll do here is we'll go left and right. Now, I'm not an expert in this by any means, if that wasn't already obvious, but... Oh, nice. We found a thing already. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to bundle all of this. This is 7, right? So I can barely move. However, now I can shoot these as a bundle, and then I can go and gather them later. So I'll try and do this in a way that makes sense. Let me drill this out. So now these are all a bundle, and I can shoot this up towards the base. And that's how we get stuff back in a, well, I'm gonna say efficient manner, but clearly I'm not efficient with it yet, right? So we'll get there. I am going to unlock this so that I can get impact recuperation earlier. I'm gonna also take sphere base damage for now. And then I have to remember we are trying to, you know, still be successful, so I probably want to go into some slice improvements next. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. We'll see what kind of gadget we get here. Now, the lift with the Keeper is an S-tier gadget. Like, no question, 100%. Because you can just kind of create these paths where you're mining and then you're literally launching things back towards the lift, and you're doing way less work. Now, grabbing that is weird. I have to use the X button on my controller for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm gonna grab, that is beautiful. I'm gonna take the lift, and it'll be pretty obvious as to why I did that. Now, I don't really want to mine these out by shooting the ball, because then it'll be high downtime, so let's just do something like this. But what I can do to make my mining a little bit more efficient here, actually, I should probably always have one going out, and I can use the other one without worrying about reloading. I do feel like getting to multiple spheres is probably the way to go. And then from down here, I can mine out like this to get the rest of my lift moving. I feel like that's all right. So these are new enemies. These are like flying squid, I think they were called, or something. Very similar to what we've seen before. They definitely look different. And you can kind of hit them as they're flying. They don't have like a big invulnerability period. Okay, so let's take this. Go zoom, zoom. And we did find something down here. And see, now the idea is I can bundle all of these together, and I can just shoot them towards the lift, and we're in business. How cool is that? I'm very glad that that happened. So I'm using this to kind of mine manually. Didn't really want to do that, but that's fine, because now it's kind of wasted. I also do feel in my test runs, I have a higher tendency, for whatever reason. Come on, reload. Thank you. I have a higher tendency to... See, if I had that reflection here, then I can control how far back that's bouncing for us. I have a higher tendency to dig deeper, okay? This is a lot for me to process right now, if I can just be totally honest with you guys. I'm waiting for my... Oh. Okay, I was confusing myself. I'm looking at my health like... like I got the wave meter. Here I am just... you know, intentionally making it harder on myself. Yeah, great. I'm gonna have to do a repair now. You'll see a nice little effect. There it is. So that's the effect of impact recuperation going off. And what's cool about it is proven by that heal that we did there. Because it's straight numbers, it's 400 HP, I can still repair during my wave. And as long as I take 400 HP, every time I take that, it's going to repair 150. Is what it seems like. I don't know if it'll do it multiple times during battle, but I think so. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna try and focus up here because I got one of these going. Like, see how kind of useless it gets the further out it goes? You really want it to just be kind of tight quarters. You're almost sort of blast mining in a way. And you do have to wait till it kind of locks in place, and then you can shoot them. And if you have these nice corridors, like we've been working on, then you can just shoot them through there. One tricky thing, though, is that it's the same button to launch your orb as it is to launch your package of resources. So if you're holding it, then you won't be able to do what you want. Okay, so let's go here. This is just gonna bounce like crazy, but I need to unlock that reflection skill. I'm gonna head back because I feel like I'm gonna be late, but we did find some stuff there, so that's good. Let's go, 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 go. Do I have... Okay, I'm actually gonna take a sword upgrade here. Should maybe have considered taking health, but... Okay, so to be in the game here, I gotta focus up here. Let's take this. If I could find some iron, man, that would be exceptional. Nice, nice. Now, what would be cool is you could blast through rocks with those bundles or something. That would be a cool later upgrade. So I'm gonna have to take my dome health for sure. And I'm basically just looking for cobalt here. One challenge is like, you do run into these parts where you have this downtime. Oh wow, I wonder if I can get that mined. I can take this back. Okay. So we will take the dome health, and I'll take one repair here, just to kind of keep us in the game. But, like, yeah, pretty much everything that you've learned, all of your mining patterns that you've poured over hundreds of runs analyzing what works and what doesn't, that's all gone. Because the playstyle is so incredibly different. And in a way, like, it's very exciting, but at the same time, it's also very, very intimidating. Okay. So we could buff the orchard, or sorry, buff the fruit for longer. Buff duration 0.15 cycles. Use water to overcharge. We have snare root, projectile shield, protects from projectiles. Jetpack speed boost, increase this fruit speed boost, letting you move faster, and improve the mining of the mining boost of the fruit. I think we'll take an additional lifting orb here. And then I want to get into some more keeper upgrades, but I really need to just make sure that we have some successful runs happening. Like here, having that reflection again would be good. I could send something up and down. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's another thing, there's like accidental let-goes where you're like, well, I guess I'm doing that now. Lock those, shoot those. I'm just gonna dig in a bit. So that's kind of how I'm approaching this, is like, I want to just dig out lines in places. Well, that started bouncing weird. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, I'm late. Okay. Oh my god, I'm very late. Very late. That's the thing, I'm so focused on how to operate this thing that... I'm putting us in a really bad spot. I just want to test impact recuperation, guys, obviously. I don't know if it went off there or not. I would also like to see... Okay, so now we have... This increases your health by 300 HP. This does activated on 400 HP, activated on 5. I want to see that represented on the health bar, I think. I think that would be quite helpful. I should probably take the reflection, because it's kind of a core... One of the core ideas of this new character. So I'm going to do that. But I do also want to experiment with Kinetic Sphere Lifetime. I feel like that might be better, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me just take a little courtesy heal here, and now we'll take the wave meter. I'm so excited to hear people start theory crafting about how this is going to work. And so even like this, right? You're kind of going these short little bursts because it's way too slow. See how that was like the bundle health or whatever that dissipated? Okay, that actually worked out great. Go down just a tad. It's not what I wanted, but fine. So here's the reflection. And that's adding a little bit of speed and a little bit of damage to that projectile each time you bounce it. And a little bit of life, I believe, I should say. Damage comes with one of the upgrades later on. Okay. So eventually we're gonna start getting things in here at a quicker pace once we can start finding a bunch of stuff. But I'm okay with where we're at currently. I would like to be taking a little bit less health, but we're on a lower difficulty than we're used to, so things don't necessarily look as bad as they are used to being. All right, let's see what we're gonna spend later. We'll blast one off in here. And then let's do something like this. Okay, well that was a fortunate miss, actually. Now there is like a very slight cooldown on that personal bubble. Okay, I did not let go of that. And everything has, the best way I can describe it, there's a bit of a delay. So like you kind of have to wait a second for your gravitational force to like wind up and then let go of stuff. Okay, unfortunate. Probably have to head back here now. So we'll go down to the left side. Can't remember if there's stuff that I may have found there either, but... Okay. Let's take... we're at 9. The Enduring Bundle, I think we kind of get the idea. I'm just going to take some speed here for now. And until I get, like, a mass influx... Actually, maybe I can even save for health, too. We'll see. Let's try and have a really good defense here. The Sloth. Well, I missed it. Now, the reason I'd like to see the exact health numbers of the health meter is because you could then strategically take additional hits to get your impact recuperation going the way you may want. Oh, see, when I do that, that's really bad. That's totally a waste of an orb. But to me, this kind of feels like the most efficient way of mining. Of course, depending on which bricks you find. This is really nice. I actually want to try and get back to this right side. And the timing on that it's a skill. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. Could have been worse. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a repair here. And now I gotta start getting my stuff into the dome. So this is another challenge for this class, is yes, the lift is nice, because you can just have kind of a shovel of sorts, where you shove everything into this one area. But then, to have an actual plan of how you're gonna get things there can sometimes be a little tough. So we're gonna grab this and pretty much go. It's still, you can see they've kind of, like, it seems like it's almost attached, but oh, maybe not. It is rotating, like, above us. Probe or blast mining? Really? I don't really want any of these. We're on a small map, so, like, I feel like our options are going to be kind of limited. So let's take probe. I feel like that'll just help us be maybe a little bit more efficient. And, I'll just kind of try and blast something off down here. Yeah, not a good use of my time. Not a good use of my time, guys. Ooh, boy. Okay, so there's our repair. It's so nice that they added some visual feedback for that too, just so that you 100% see it happening, and it seems to be working way more consistently. Okay, there's gonna be a run or two here before we get all of our stuff up. Yeah, we're gonna probe down here. Oh, nice. And then this one I think I could probably just do manually. Yeah, there's this weird, like, there's this delay that just kind of happens. I guess I could also, yeah, shoot them up there. To get them going a little faster. We'll take these ones with us. Okay. I hate to be going into, like, into health, but I kind of want to live as long as possible. I still need like an aerial upgrade. I kind of want to wait to see if he will trigger that impact recuperation, but I don't know if it's worth it. He probably needed one more hit. Okay, so I 100% need to find cobalt. And that's kind of feeling bad right now, I would say. Oh, okay. Beautiful. We take that. I'm actually going to take this right back in, and I'm going to use this probe. Again, somewhere else. Okay, so clearly we're behind in terms of our strength. But we have gone into, like, dome health just to kind of keep the run going here. What do I need for my next upgrade? Sphere base damage, I need 12? Okay. That's not what I wanted. I'm actually happy with how this is going so far. Could be worse. Learning a lot of things. Oh boy. It could be worse. He's like, you called? Are you kidding? Wow. Okay, so there's our repair, but pretty much nullified by a couple of these things. I didn't see a ton of space on the right or left that I could be scanning, necessarily. I guess I could check here. Okay, there is something there. See, and that's a spot where I should have been... Oh, I blew it. That's where I should be bouncing, but that's where the skill of this keeper comes in. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, so we were just on the outskirt then. So maybe there is quite a bit more over on this side. Oh, hello. Hello. We'll just take this manually. Ooh, okay, so I didn't quite launch that one enough. You can see what happens there. I didn't want him to take it, actually. Okay. I'm gonna take a sword upgrade, finally. We'll go fast stab. Okay, not bad. Now, let's get into our kinetic sphere damage 2, I think. That'll let us mine a little bit deeper. I appreciate the new soundtrack for sure, but I do like the untouched originals as well, so I'm in this weird spot of like... I do love it, but... See, what I'm thinking is, what we should be doing here is like this. This was our ping, right? Okay, I better get going back. Look how far up those cobalt came. Okay, so I'm sitting on 5. I feel like I should maybe take this, but... So basically this negates 150, or this negates 350 out of 500 damage. I just don't know if it happens multiple times in battle. I feel like it's probably once per. Let me take this for now and see kind of how we're feeling. Upgrades wise, that's pretty much all I can do at the moment. This is not great. I feel like we're probably very close to impact recuperation there. Again, like to see the numbers. Okay. Let me do something here. Nothing. I wouldn't mind seeing the relic, you know, now. Because we are, I think, at the bottom here. Let me try something like this. See, and then, because you can get the damage buffs at the high end of that, it does feel like That's maybe one of the ways to go if you're a more expert player, because you can really get that timing down, and then you can just, like, power mine something, you know? Okay, so what am I sitting on? 7, 7, and 4. I don't think going to Impact 2 here is the way to go. I do want it, but I just don't think I can do that. I think I need to try and deal with these repairs. I'm going to take Reflection here. And getting some of these would be cool, but I just can't afford it. Improve Probe, maybe? 2 and 2. We are using that pretty good here, or pretty well. I use grammar good. And then let's just take a repair here. I feel like the reflection... Oh, well, that's not the way to do it. See, look at those things that I shot up from the bottom. Maybe I don't even need the lift. Okay, there's the impact recuperation. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I don't even need the lift if they ultimately get up there. That's possible. Very, very possible. All right. That's not the way. So let's run a theory here. Actually, it'll probably just get picked up, but whatever. Okay, so we have no action there at all. Means I need to get... Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like we scanned all of this area. Could be wrong. But also, the relic isn't going to get picked up on a scan, right? Yeah, see, this is, like, I don't know why I default to that, because I know it's easier to execute, that's why. Okay, okay, we're finding something there, that's good. Maybe that's not the bottom, there is, like, another layer there that we saw, but it just feels like pretty close. Can I take a weapon upgrade here? Like, yes, I can. Maybe I'll take, reflection speed. Because that'll start actually killing things. Down, down, down we go. I'd love to have, like, some voices, you know? Stuff like that. Like, cool little call-outs of weird things. Okay, interesting. Well, that was a successful area to be in. Also, like, I think getting into those upgrades for recharge time would be great. Okay, so there's quite a bit going on over here. So once I can lock that to me, that's kind of cool. Oh, didn't quite work the way I was thinking. That's fine. All right. We've at least got a lot of things happening here. I'll just take these with me, actually. So indecisive. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. And now all of my cobalt can just go into here. Of course, right after we upgrade the reflection, we get these heavy dudes coming in. I mean, we got the better impact recuperation, so that could help. You see that? It's working. Did negate quite a bit of damage. I forgot I had 2 probes too, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Come on, I need to find that relic, guys. If we could have a successful win on our first keeper run, how cool would that be? Oh, so that's cool, is that it maintains its forward movement that you set. Very neat. Even when it hits a wall. I may have noticed that before subconsciously. Oh, holy smokes, this has got to be it. Yep. Okay, this is exciting. See, now, if we had that upgrade where the lifetime of the bundle would last for longer, that's where it comes into play. Okay, that's all I can do for now. Okay, okay, okay. 13. Long blade or heavy blade? Damage. We still get 10 damage here. Let's do more damage, just based on the enemies that we're seeing. Okay. Guys, we may be in business here. Let's see. Okay. We had a lead. Let me take these. We're gonna shoot these over. I want this to break. That's, oh, I thought it was going to take more than that, but that's fine. God, that's really tough. If you really want to try and, like, maximize it. Okay. It's up here somewhere, eh? Okay, so I'm gonna have to come get that on the next one, guys. Celebratory blasts. Yeah. What am I gonna take now? Better reflection? I could go into something like snare roots. We have so much water. Get into explosion damage. Sure, let's do this. I can't even use them here, unfortunately. Okay, we are not messing around, guys. Let's get this thing. I think it's always going to be faster to back up, shoot it. Yeah, it would just be so cool if I could launch these two, but that's probably broken. But I would be interested to know if, when you just launch straight up without the lift, is that enough? I'm gonna wait for these to come in. See if there's any more that didn't get grabbed. It's go time. 10? I'll take fast stab 2 here. Now I have no more cobalt or anything. So let's take this. 22 waves. I'm pretty happy with this, guys. A relic win, regardless of how this last part goes. I'll try my best, but don't think it's happening, but don't care. For how inefficient we were with that new keeper, man, I'm happy to have that. That is fantastic news. Very exciting. Guys, this will be the keeper we run for the next little while. All of our challenges and everything. It's going to take a while to get used to it. I'm excited to see the theory crafting. Let me know what you guys think. The Assessor will be available for you tomorrow, as of when you see this video. So get in there, have fun, and I will definitely be back with more Dome Keeper. See you later. Bye for now.